Opening drive.
It's opening drive.
Opening drive.
It's the opening drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is Sports Radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good morning. How you doing Tuesday morning, June 30, the last day of June, the last day of the quarter. For you financial guys, this is the last day of the quarter. So that's it's a very important thing in our world, because today's performance in the market will be locked in at 3 o'clock today. And we get performance numbers now going forward for the second quarter, which is a huge deal, because a lot's happened this quarter. Gasoline prices went up, gasoline prices come down, stock market goes up and kind of keeps going up most of the time. But a lot of things happen this quarter. But June 30th, a big day on my calendar. Not so much July 1, June 30th is the day.
You know why? Another reason?
Why is
that's
that?
That's all good. But it's also show me the money today.
It is show me the money today. I got a couple of good ones today. But hey, Tom, welcome back. Tom, look, Golden Tom coming here with his golden suntan today.
Well, I'll say this.
We're
First
the
off,
two most tan radio hosts in the market. There's nobody tanner than you and me right now.
That's right.
Guarantee it.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
We talked about it yesterday on the show. It's like, you come back today, you're going to be tan. I'm already tan. We're just, man, we're looking like Hawaiian Sun-esque today.
Well, and I feel fortunate that I got in the door, that I wasn't replaced. Chef Tiny, what a great job, Chef Tiny. Fantastic.
Man. Yes.
Callie runs the board like makes us all look silly because she's so good.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, I know how the Cardinals feel, fighting for their job every day. I got to fight for my job every day.
Oh, you don't need to, man. You don't need to fight for your job. Callie did a great job. She got a little FaceTime, got some comments in, and Jeff Tiny, of course, always has great takes, and he did a great job too. And it was fun. It was a Friday, Monday. It's kind of a weird deal. Friday, Monday. But we had good guests. So go back and listen to the podcast on the guests. We had Angie Wiley yesterday from the Chuck Wiley Foundation. Fantastic. We had Rob Brenton from Kansas City yesterday talking World Cup soccer, other stuff yesterday. Then on Friday, who we have on Friday again? Mason Davis, right?
And Crowder coach Lallemand.
Yeah.
Travis Lallemand.
That was a great show. Mason was fantastic. Travis was good too.
Yeah.
Talking about Mizorowski and Ashby. So 2 great shows of the weekend, but you are back off the beach. That's good, man.
Off the beach, took
Enjoy
my
that?
granddaughter for a little senior trip, and that was really good. It's hot. Oh, my God.
Dude, that place is like next to the sun.
The worst part about it is once you're set up on the beach and maybe even in the water, things are fine.
Yeah.
But it's the walk from the vehicle. It is just scorching hot.
Stifling.
Yes.
With the humidity.
It's like you go from the parking lot to the actual beach, and then you set up and you're just wringing wet.
It's so stifling. We played, 2-3 years ago, we played a tournament down there. In our last World Series was in third week of July or something like that. My gosh. Our games are all in the morning, right?
Well,
no games in the afternoon.
Had to have been, yeah.
We beach in the afternoon, games in the morning. We're walking to the truck, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're drenched at 7 o'clock in the morning. I
saw a lot of baseball teams there, by the way. So they were having some tournaments. Right when we got off the plane, there's just a ton of kids at Lulu's. They're right by the airport.
Yeah. That's
so. Good. Yep, we saw a bunch of those all dressed in their outfits. And number one, youth baseball outfits, unbelievable anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Every type
of color, every type of design, every type of name of team.
I remember back when I played youth baseball back in the day, Corey League, wool outfits,
Yeah.
not anymore.
No.
These things are high tech, expensive.
Yeah.
They look good.
They do. They're all sublimated, and you put any design you want on there, and they're good. They're like the ones we have now. They're very cool in the summer. When
Yeah.
it wicks the moisture away. They're really nice.
You know who does a good job with uniforms?
Who? I was gonna say who. But I was waiting for you to push the button. Play Against Sports, located at Fremont Shopping Center. They do have a team store.
Yes,
where you can get uniforms for all
seasons.
Sports. All seasons.
Yes.
All sports. And they've got that upstairs there. Brock running that up top there. And then also they've got that great 4th of July 250 America Freedom 250 sale going on right now through July 5th through this coming Sunday. A lot of discounts on cleats and equipment, ball gloves, everything, new ball gloves, new cleats. Get down to Play It Against Sports. They get really good deals, 20 to 50% off some stuff. So Play It Against Sports has a lot of good. Oh, junior golf sets, another thing they got on sale down there now. So head down to Play It Against Sports, get all your sporting good needs. It's a good week to do it. Most of us off Friday. I didn't know we're off Friday.
Yeah, we're off Friday. That's right.
Yeah, Don said, "Yeah, you're off Friday.
Yeah.
You're doing the best of." I'm like, "Why?" Oh, I actually, why?
That's good.
I mean, and he goes, "Oh, it's a holiday. That's a federal holiday." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I keep forgetting the 4th of July is actually on Saturday this year. For some reason, I did think it was on Sunday for some reason. I don't know why, but that means we'd have Monday off. Like next year, we're going to have Monday off because 4th of July falls on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Friday or Monday. I don't know which one I'd rather have. I'd probably prefer to have a Monday because I don't know. You have to work here all day. I just bug out, but 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. I'm done. I think a Monday would be better.
So I think this, what is the next Labor Day?
Labor Day would be
Labor Day would be next, I guess.
And that's late this year. Remember, this is the longest summer in the next 37 years from Memorial Day to not summer as in summer solstice. I'm talking longest from Memorial Day to Labor Day. It's the longest we're going to have in the next 37 years. Think about that for a second.
Wow.
Most days.
Well, I'll tell you, it's cool to get up and it's light out all morning.
Yes.
Because a lot of the year we're doing the show, we come in, it's still dark. You're feeling like your body's, half asleep. But you wake up here and boom, lights.
Birds are chirping out there.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a point there, in January, February, we're showing up and it's just pitch black outside.
Yeah.
And you're like going, and it's cold. You're like going, ugh, I don't want to get up in this. I don't want to go out to my truck in this. But yeah, it's been good. I like the daytime. I like the longer days too.
I do
longer
too.
Days are good.
Love them. Although last night we got back, I had to mow. Last night.
I bet you did. Did you mow before you left?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, because of the rain.
Rain, yeah. It was like, and I wanted to, but it was kind of in between. It wasn't quite. I could have done it, would have helped a little bit, but it was too wet.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, boy, this is going to be a killer when I get back.
Then it clumps up when you try doing that rain, when it's wet like that. Well, hey, as we get started here today on the show, wow, I tell you what, if you watch the World Cup, I'm telling you what, those were 3 phenomenal matches yesterday. I mean, just phenomenal matches. If you wanted a triple header, you said, I want all the drama of major sports. You got it at 12, 3:30, and 8 yesterday. It was crazy.
The whole day.
First, and of course, then I'm getting text updates with Chef Tiny on Wimbledon all day. And that was crazy. That was a lot of things going on there too.
Henri will be on with us tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah.
Get a live report from the All England Club tomorrow.
Yep.
So we'll have that on tomorrow from our Wimbledon update. But yesterday, Japan, I thought, wow, halftime Japan is playing well. They're organized. Brazil gets a late winner in stoppage time to snatch that one out of their hands. And Brazil wins 2-1. And so one of the top favorites in the tournament still in. But but there's more. Paraguay, who was throttled by the United States 4-1, It wasn't even, and we say 4-1 in soccer, that's a big score, but they were totally just mismatched. Comes out and takes Germany. They score a first half goal. Germany comes back 1-1. They take them to penalties and beat Germany on penalties. Knocks out the Germans, one of the top teams in the tournament, one of the favorites to win the tournament. The Dallas Cowboys of international football, basically, is what they are. Haven't won. They're great, but they haven't won forever, right? One of those type of teams. And the Germans are knocked out. So Paraguay, who didn't even know how they made this knockout stage after their showing, gets in. They advance. And then lastly, last night, Netherlands, the team of Kansas City, the team that everybody in Kansas City was rooting for. Everybody in Kansas City last night was Netherlands. I don't know what they're called over there.
Orange?
Dutch. They're Dutch.
Yeah.
Everybody was Dutch last night in Kansas City. They go to extras. They go to penalties. Morocco scores in the 88th minute, the overtime. They go to penalties, and then Morocco comes out the winner, knocks out the Netherlands. The Dutch are going home. The Orange are going home. The biggest partiers probably here are going home.
Did you see that crowd the other day?
It was nuts.
Oh,
Rob Brenton talked about that yesterday on the show. He was in that march.
Oh,
and
wow.
He said it was just people wearing Syracuse jerseys. People were whatever orange they had in their closet and bring it out. And they said it was just amazing.
Wow. That's crazy.
So the Dutch are out. But that was not an upset. You know that. The Morocco's ranked 6th in the world. The Netherlands are ranked 7th. So it wasn't really a technical upset.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what, a 6 versus 7 in the world in the round of 32. Wow. That's like Duke playing Kansas in the before they go to the Sweet 16, like in the second round. It's like them playing in the second round.
Or here in high school, if you look at it in high school,
district.
Kickapoo against Nixon, the same district, and they're both top 10 in the state.
Yes, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Kickapoo playing Nixon in a district, and the district winner goes on, and
that's a Final Four game. Anywhere else.
Yes, those are two teams that many had pegged to get there, but because of the way the draw came on the knockout rounds, they played each other in the first round. That sucks. If you think about it, that really stinks.
Did you see the Uruguay? They canceled their charter flight after their 1-0 loss.
Made them go home on their own.
Unbelievable.
That's so funny.
They now have to fly home separately on commercial flights, so they're not all going to go together. That is crazy.
That's how ticked off the Uruguay was for not making the knockout round, because Uruguay should have made the knockout round. They really should have, but they screwed around. And I'm telling you, they lost it on a goal differential by 1 goal or something like that.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, you were picked to play on the Uruguay national team. You're going to be treated like a king unless you lose.
You got to find your own way home.
Yep. Then you better get a travel agent because you're no longer part of the team.
Well, you think about it, like Cape Verde, makes it right in the knockout round. Uruguay doesn't, and they're in the same pool. And it's like all they do is take care of business.
Yeah,
Uruguay, and they're good. They got a lot of Premier League, a lot of Liga. They're good, and they stunk it up. And here's the thing: it's a big tournament now, right? There's a 32 round of 32 knockout round. It didn't used to be that, because they had fewer teams. You had a lot of avenues to make the knockout round. I mean, you just had to basically have a warm breath and a win.
Yeah.
And just hold some people down on goals to make the knockout round. You couldn't even do that. Well, Scotland, same way. Scotland had a win in this tournament, and they're going home. That's crazy because goal differential. They gave up too many goals. That stinks.
So the U.S. Takes on Bosnia tomorrow.
Yes. And that's prime time, too. That's the first ever primetime World Cup game for the United States in their history.
Ever.
They weren't even on prime time when we hosted the World Cup last time. They had them playing in the middle of the afternoon. That's how much they thought about the United States back in 1994, whenever it was. So they play prime time tomorrow. Hey, Bosnia's no joke, man. They knocked out Italy. Remember, Italy's not in this.
Be well worth it to go by a couple of our friends, Mullies and
Mumbles,
Mumbles,
Go check
1888.
Mullies has all the games on starting today at noon. Today at noon, we've got Ivory Coast and Norway, so you get to see Erling Haaland from Norway, who's just a goal-scoring crazy guy. They're at noon today. Today's schedule also has France taking on Sweden. France is one of the favorites. Oui. That's going to be there. France, Mbappe, he'll be on today at 4 p.m. Central. And then the nightcap tonight down in Mexico and Ecuador. And I think Mexico should have no problems there with that one. So those are three. I love this. It's basically like it's like the March Madness. You know?
Absolutely.
Every game's a good game.
Yep.
Every match is going to be a good match. They all have stars now. The only one who would not have a bunch of stars is Cape Verde. Seriously, they're the only one that doesn't have a Premier League player or a major professional player. Everybody else, you're going to see the stars come out. So 3 good games, noon, 4, and 8 today. FIFA.
Crazy. Hey, let me tell you what's on the show today.
Yes.
Got to set this up. Of course, it's Tuesday, which means it's Show Me the Money. That'll be coming up. We've got author, reporter Rob Raines from St. Louis.
Yes.
Rob will be on. He's a Springfield Kickapoo graduate and has been on with us probably 100 times over the years. So he'll be on at 8 o'clock. We'll talk a little cards baseball, see if he's into the World Cup at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then 8:20, Gracelyn Bull from Marshfield won the shot put and the discus this year in the state track meet. You remember Ryan Collingwood had named her the female athlete of the year in the area. And she's going to talk with us today about her athletic career. Of course, her dad, coach there at Marshfield. Mom's a coach there at Marshfield. Always loved the coach's kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and she's had a great wrestling career. She's had a great track
that's right. She's
career,
a wrestler, too. Yeah.
Volleyball. I mean, she's done it all at Marshfield. So she'll be on at 8:20 this morning, talk about her athletic career and what's in the future.
Big day today. As always, it's a big day. So we're glad you're along on the ride with us. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook, also YouTube. You can watch us there. Also, just podcast us after the show. If you missed something, go back and listen to us. And most importantly, you can stream us live anywhere in the world on the World Wide Web, 969thejock.com. Or through our Jock app. Also, send us a Jock chat. Send us your comments through Facebook. We'd love to interact with you. Or you can do it on a good old-fashioned landline, 417-866-0969.
You think they can get us in Bosnia?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they can.
Stream us in Bosnia?
You know what I was going to do, and I totally forgot. When I was in Europe, I was going to try to stream you. I was going to do it because the show, the show would have been on at like 2 in the afternoon. There, about 2. It'd be a 2 to 4 show there.
Yeah,
but every day we had something going on somewhere. That was one of those. That's the time you do the excursions or whatever. You go do something.
Right.
And every day I'm thinking, oh man, I should have done that. Oh man, then the last day I was laying on top of the boat, getting my nice tan, and I slept right through it. I was going to do it that day. I had my phone ready to go. I was actually thinking about calling you guys, calling in, but slept right through it. Woke up at 5:30. This would have been like 9:30 here, and I'd have missed that. So,
well, I did at the Springfield airport before we left. I tuned you guys in, but watched a little bit of it. I think I commented a couple times.
Yeah, you did.
But after that, I couldn't. We were gone.
We're gone. Yeah, I'm on vacation. Oh.
Yep. We were jetted out of there.
Yes,
so.
And I'm glad you're back. The 2 tannest radio hosts in Southwest Missouri in the studio today at the Jock Studios. I'm telling you, we are living large. Hawaiian sun, baby. That's the way it is.
It'll last a week, and then well, you've got tournaments and stuff, right? So
yeah, we're off this week though.
Oh, you are?
Oh yeah, 250 weekend. I never play 4th of July weekend, ever.
That's nice.
I tell my families
take a vacation.
When I do have 2 teams playing on Sunday only because of all this rain, they got to get a tournament in. But other than that, we never play on July 4th. It's just something where you can come off a tournament weekend, then you can schedule a vacation. And then you don't play again until the following weekend. It's like a 2-week break.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to schedule that in for people so they can do that. But anyway, hey, we'll talk more about the summer coming up. We'll talk more soccer. We'll talk more Cardinals Royals, who are back in action, off last night, both of them. I have a funny story about that as well. And we'll talk about that at the next break. And a poll question of the day, which we have not had. I don't know how we've even how we even survived. How we even survived without a poll question, Tom. I mean, literally, that whole segment, we just went dark. Poll question today? Nope. All right, shut her down. We're going to get some more coffee until we come back next break. No, we'll have a poll question today coming up next. After this, you're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Want to hear ESPN The Jock without lifting a finger? Just say play ESPN on Jock on TuneIn to your smart speaker and take The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, local sports, and your favorite shows anywhere in the house. ESPN The Jock, always on, always entertaining.
Drive home a brand new 2026 Silverado Crew Cab LT Trail Boss with an unbeatable offer at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic with 0% financing for 60 months plus $5,000 cash allowance. Looking for an SUV? Lease a new 2026 Equinox LT for just $349 a month. Or get into the sporty and versatile 2026 Trax Active for only $389 a month at Pinnaker Chevrolet with inventory arriving daily. Let our family take care of yours in Republic, or view the complete inventory at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Do you know what tasty dairy products happy cows and farmer owners have in common? Your local Highland Dairy. Highland is owned by the dairy farmers who produce the milk that we use to make our fresh dairy products you see on the shelves. Our farmers are fiercely dedicated to bringing nutritionally rich, high-quality dairy products for your family and ours. That's how Highland provides farm-to-table foods with the freshest local ingredients from happy cows near you. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
When the heat doesn't sleep, neither do you.
It's so hot, and the AC is gone.
Not on my watch. When the Ozark summer turns your home into a villain's lair, you need the heroes at Rodgersville Heating and Cooling. This AC isn't gone. It just needs some tuning. Heroic tuning.
Thank you, Rodgersville Heating and Cooling, man. You saved us.
Don't sweat it. Escape the heat with Rodgersville HVAC. Your home's hero when the summer heat hits. RodgersvilleHVAC.net.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Long before surf and turf gained its catchy nickname, people were already pairing the best of land and sea on special occasions. Retro Metro celebrates that tradition with their Jeremy and Julia surf and turf. A 6 or 10 ounce filet, served over Cajun cream pappardelle pasta, topped with 3 grilled shrimp, and a house-made crab cake, finished with fresh béarnaise. Experience the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
The greatest country in the world is ready for the biggest tournament in the world, and Mully's Pub and Patio is your Team USA World Cup headquarters. Join the watch party for every USA soccer game and bring the whole family. Everyone's welcome. Watch our American soccer team with other fans at Mully's Pub and Patio every single game. Inside with Mully's massive media wall or outside. American comfort pub food with elevated cocktails and ice-cold beer. Mully's Pub and Patio on East Republic Road.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The sports poll question of the day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The sports poll question of the day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
So I bring up X.com, which I've not done for the past couple of days because I knew there wasn't anything on there that I wanted to see. So, I avoid that. But I'm bringing it up now, and MLB just posted something yesterday. It's the old Todd Helton pickoff hidden ball trick on the Cardinals back in the day when they throw it to first base. He fakes the throw back, and I can't know, number 13. I can't get his name. I can't remember. Gets up, slides in, walks off the base, wipes himself off, gets tagged. That's kind of how the Royals have been playing. But anyway, that was kind of a cool thing just seeing as I brought up X.com today. Nothing really more to that. Just something I observed when I turned on the.
Do you guys do that? Do you do the old hidden ball trick at all?
No. We've tried it a couple of times, but it doesn't usually work.
Yeah.
My kids are laughing too much when when they're trying to pull it off. They're all giggling about it.
Looking at the daisies over in the foul territory.
Just laughing.
Yeah.
They can't really pull it off.
All right. We've got a poll question up, 96.9 The Jock on X, Twitter, whatever pleases you. If you were in charge of the Cardinals or Royals and could make one move before the trade deadline, what should it be? The options are add a starting pitcher, add another bat, improve the bullpen, or stand pat.
And choice number 5, fire the manager. That
another one, yes.
Yeah. Well, from a Royal standpoint, none of those things are going to happen. Well, no, stand pat will be the Royals' answer. That's what they do. They believe they have the team to win it right now, so they'll stand pat. For the Cardinals, add a starting pitcher. I think if they can get a starting pitcher, I don't know, man. I tell you, what would they give up? I mean, how serious?
They got plenty of catchers.
Yes, they do. They have a plethora of catchers, don't they?
They even got a few outfielders they could possibly.
So they could probably move an outfielder or a catcher and probably get a decent starting pitcher. Wow, I would go with starting pitching for the Cardinals.
Either that or bullpen. It's one of those two.
Well,
I mean, Liberatore is probably on his last. As far as a starter, I could see him moving to the bullpen, and they've been going with 5 starters. We'll talk. Rob Raines will have all.
Yeah. For sure. All I know is their bullpen's not as leaky as the Royals bullpen. I mean, it's occasional leaky, but when it's most leaky when the Cardinal starters can't get to 5, or when they have to go long bullpen, that's when they struggle.
Or days that end in Y. They're pretty leaky on those days. Any day that ends in a Y. Leaky bullpen.
Yeah. I don't think you're as leaky as everybody else, though. But, I mean, I think they got a pretty good setup and O'Brien. If they can just get there, that's it. I'd agree with you. It'd probably improve a bullpen. If they can get another setup guy to bridge to O'Brien, I think that would definitely help. They have to do that whole Royals Ned Yost thing back in the day. They just got it.
Yeah.
They got it. If you got a guy can only go 5 as a starter, you got to get a guy to go 6th, 7th, and 8th. And you got it. That's you just got to do it. I remember it was how the Royals did it. They had 7th, 8th, 9th pretty easy, but then they had to add the 6th guy too. Hochevar, remember?
Yeah.
Hochevar was the 6th inning guy. A former starter came in and gave you quality 5th and 6th inning games. They kind of invented the opener too, by the way. The Royals did back in the day. I remember they started Kelvin Herrera one game, and they kind of started that whole opening process that a lot of teams do now. And then they gave it to Hochevar.
Yeah.
Herrera screwed the first inning, got through the first 3 guys, 1, 2, 3. Then Hochevar came in, did 5 innings. They kind of mix that up every now and then. But I think the Cardinals could use they'd use a starting pitcher and a bullpen. I think offensively they're fine. They got Baez sitting down there. I don't think they need if you're counting add a bat out not through trade. They got one sitting in Memphis right now. So
yeah,
I think bullpen, starting pitcher. I don't think
one of those two.
They will not stand pat. From everything I see with Chaim Bloom, he's not standing pat. He's going to make a move.
Big question here now that John Mozeliak is with the Angels. Mike Trout. So there's murmurs coming out of Anaheim that Mike Trout may be traded. Mike Trout.
Yes, he should be. He should be. He deserves it.
Well, Mozeliak is
uniform. He will be in a Yankees uniform at the trade deadline.
Mozeliak's the perfect guy to do it too.
Yeah,
he can screw you up and Oh man,
Mozeliak can come in and he'll. Wait, Mike Trout, legend. Yeah, you can go. You can leave. We'll accommodate that.
I'm just an interim. I'm counting my check. Don't really need the job. Let's just dissemble this whole thing.
Just blow it up.
Yep.
I can blow things up with the best of them. Yeah, I'm telling you, John Mozeliak, he went so long, and got so lucky on some of these things. As far as I'm concerned, I know it's a love-hate relationship with Mozeliak. I understand that in St. Louis.
Well, he had, listen, he had Wainwright, Yachty, and Pujols
Yes.
for a lot of years. Wainwright and Wainwright and Yachty for the whole time.
Yeah.
Pujols twice.
Yeah.
Sent him away, got him back, and then he had that monster season that nobody expected.
Yes.
So he was gifted those three guys.
Yes.
Once they left.
Yeah. Operating the club without those three superstars.
A lot different.
It's a little different.
Yep.
That's why he's not there anymore, by the way. Because here's the thing. Mozeliak cannot rebuild a team. Okay. Chaim Bloom can rebuild a team. We're watching this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now I will tell you this. He did get Mosaic got some good draft picks in return. He got some talent back.
Yep. But I think that was with, he already had Bloom in the fold.
Yes.
And a lot of it was Bloom getting what he wanted for his tenure.
Yes. I agree.
So,
I agree with you. So it's two different stats, but I can see Mike Trout in a Yankees uniform sooner rather than later. I don't even think it's trade deadline, Tom. I think it's, think about it. Who can take on Trout's salary? Yankees, Dodgers, San Francisco, but they're not going to be a part of that. They're going to trade him to San Francisco. The Rangers can take on his salary. Let's see who else. Well, obviously the big markets, but Yankees, Dodgers, Rangers can take on his salary pretty easily. You know who else can take on his salary? It would make me ticked off beyond freaking belief. It'd make me so mad. I would just be spitting mad. The White Sox can take on his salary too. That would make me spitting mad. And they got a good farm system. That would make me spitting mad if I see Mike Trout in a White Sox uniform. I don't even know what I'd do in that situation. That's enough for me to stomach Jose Lajera coaching first base for them.
Yeah. You may become a fan.
Well, you guys know in that 22-1 game the other day, I texted Jose and said, you got more FaceTime on the Royals broadcast talking to your guys at first base than the Royals did for any offensive production that game. I mean, he was over there constantly. Jose, just talking to people just because they were always on first base in that game, 22-1. I'm like, man, you were on TV all the time. Those sweet, and I hate to say this, those sweet City Connect Chicago Bulls look-alike uniforms. Those are sweet uniforms. I was watching that game going, dang, those are sweet. I hate the White Sox.
Would you order one of those? Would you?
No,
still
probably not. But it was
good looking.
I like cool uniforms, and some of these City Connects are so awful. Just awful.
I know.
Just you're like, who is the moron that designed these? I mean, like the Royals City Connects, which I hate. I still hate them. I thought, maybe they'll grow on me. No, they're stupid. Remember I sent you the AI version I made up with the old gold stuff that looked the same thing? Those would have been, you'd have sold those out. But this purple mesh thing is pretty much how they're doing this year. They look like a fountain. That's how they play. Water spewing from orifices. That's how they play.
Well, you know what I thought about the Lou.
Oh, those are horrendous.
We just make up whatever, name we want to. Let's rename this the Lou, But then again, every team's going to make something up.
Yeah.
We got the snipe hunters.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
anything to make a little money.
You call it, it's just an alternate identity for you guys.
Yes.
It's something that somebody just totally makes up. The Lou.
Never heard the Lou my entire life until 2 years ago. Now all of a sudden we're the Lou in St. Louis.
That's so
the Lou. Why weren't we the Lou when Lou Brock was playing her? That would have made sense.
Yeah, right.
I would have loved that. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes,
the Lou.
Yes.
No, we got the Lou now.
Yeah.
So we can make a little money on their union.
Oh yeah, City Connects, man. That's another way to make money.
Yep. Hey, some other news. Cags led the American League in home runs. He tied with 9 in June. So, and OPS, number 1 in the AL in OPS in June as well, with a 1.080 OPS.
Ooh, that's a good number.
In June, number 1. He and Jensen, man. I saw the picture of those two guys. Or Jensen, what's his reaching base streak now? It's like
18 or 19, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the youngins?
Well, and that's the thing too. We kind of made that big proclamation. Jack Caglianone's here. Then of course now he was out of the lineup this weekend on Sunday because he had a groin injury of some sort. What?
Craig, did you see his message?
Oh, my computer's in the way. Hold on.
The Lou, I think it's L-O-U, right? L-O-U. I guess the Lou means toilet.
It means toilet in French.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I make so much fun of it. You guys playing the toilet this weekend. I mean, I'm telling you, that's another. They don't think of these things. St. Louis they have a lot of French. They have a lot of French history. And
I thought it was Italian on the hill.
No, they do. No, they do. They have a lot of Italian, but they have a lot of French. St. Louis. They have a lot of French influence too, because that's where the fur traders were, right? So there's a lot of French there, and there's a lot of Italian, of course. The immigrants coming from New York came straight to St. Louis and established themselves there. That's why the Catholic Church is so strong there as well, right? So, but the Lou is French. Yeah, the Lou's French. That's toilet. Yeah, that's why I was saying, yeah, that's a perfect name for the Cardinals. I mean, perfect. But nobody thought of that. I'm telling you, nobody thought of that when they made that up.
No.
Nobody did this as a cursory. If we do this, are there any other foreign meanings to this type of stuff? No, they don't think of those
If they
things.
spell it L-O-U, then it apparently to the 22-year-old girl in marketing that came up with this, that they rewarded, with something big, I'm sure. She wasn't thinking of that.
No,
she's from probably from Maine.
Yeah.
And she came into St. Louis as an intern.
Sure.
And came up with the Lou. Hey, the Lou. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Well, because they heard it on one of Nelly's songs too. Remember, Nelly had that. He referenced the Lou in one of his songs, because he's from up there, whatever. And so now that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Caglione was out this weekend on Sunday with a groin injury. Woke up with a groin injury. I don't know how that happens, but anyway, so could be back in the lineup today. Hope so. Tampa Bay's in town, so they kind of get back after it again. First place, Tampa Bay. So yeah, the boys are doing well. The young kids are doing well. It's amazing what happens when you let them hit. It's amazing what happens when you let them eat. That they can actually hit left-handed pitchers. Carter Jensen said last week was hitting like 280 against left-handed pitching. Wow, it's amazing. I'm telling you, just let them play. They're major leaguers now. You're paying them a big salary. Yeah. Let them play. And you're so far out of it. Well, I like how they realize after we're 20 games out of it now. I mean, now they figure it out. But anyway, the fact that Q's not fired yet, we talked about this yesterday, Tom. The fact that he's not fired yet, there's been no sacrificial lamb for the Royals. They're not even firing the hitting coach. You're not even trying. You're not even trying to appease the fan base. The fan base is livid in Kansas City. I mean, I'm talking livid. And they're now past livid to apathy. And when apathy comes, they're going to have 9,000 fans there. I mean, it's going to get bad.
I saw our boy Logan hosting a show last night on his station, and it was on Facebook. I was kind of checking things out, and one of the comments on there was from somebody named Fire Q, and it had a bunch of comments from Fire Q. And I mean, he was abusive to them. Oh my goodness.
The text line, I guess, up there, everything about it. I don't know how Vern does the post game show. Honestly, I listened after the 22-1, and I'm like, that's got to be the hardest job in radio. I mean, it's got to be. You're hosting a post game show, and a team had such high expectations. But hey, it is what it is, man. The White Sox got their payback on the Royals for sure. All right, poll question today. This is from Brandon. Poll question of the day: if I'm running the Royals, fire Q. That's simple. I can't read it. Entire staff goes. I'm running the Cardinals trade for bullpen. Yeah, for Josh Baez. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, bullpen. I put bullpen on the poll question and you bring up Josh Baez. I call it solve some problems. But yeah, he's basically saying fire Q.
Yep, fire Q if I'm with the Cardinals, and if I'm running the Royals. If I'm running the Cardinals, then you trade for a bullpen help and then call up Baez.
Yeah.
So trade one of the outfielders possibly.
I would think.
And then bring Baez up.
Yeah. I would think so. Sorry, Brandon. Couldn't read it and have my readers on like you did yesterday. I left my readers over my bag, so I couldn't read that on the screen.
By the way, Chef, thank you very much for filling in.
Absolutely.
And
great job.
And more importantly, not taking my job. I appreciate you not putting me on the unemployment line today.
Yes. By the way, before we go to our next break, throw out to Chef Tiny. He's running that the Fat Tiny Burger this week, a $10 deal. So for lunch.
Good the other day. We went Wednesday, and Don and I had the burger. Oh my,
it's so good, isn't it?
You can't get. I mean, it is so big. If you're watching on video, it is fat.
Yeah,
it is fat.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it.
And he's running a $10 special this week on that for 4th of July for Freedom 250. So head on out to Retro Metro for lunch and grab that Fat Tiny Burger for $10.
Oh,
dude.
It was good.
It's worth it. All right. Hey, you can't go to McDonald's or anywhere else to get that. You can't go in any of these fast food joints and get that. $10 Fat Tiny Burger. Let's go. All right. Hey, let's take our break on the show. What we got coming up next?
Show me the money.
Show me the money. Coming up next on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
When it comes to your yard, reliability matters. Shop with confidence at the Home Depot and get 4th of July savings on Ryobi, the #1 cordless outdoor power brand. It's time to choose your power. Both the Ryobi 18-volt and 40-volt self-propelled mower kits are on special buy for an even lower price of $429 each, was $479. Ryobi's battery platform delivers the power, runtime, and dependability you need to tackle yard work with ease. Shop 4th of July savings on Ryobi outdoor power only at the Home Depot. While supplies last, pricing valid June 25th through July 8th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high-security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
We named our company U.S. Automotive for a reason. We're proud of America, and this summer, we would encourage you to take a road trip vacation and explore America. But before you leave, come to U.S. Automotive and let us give your car a thorough inspection. Air conditioning, brakes, oil, tires, everything to make your road trip across America one to remember for the right reasons. Happy 250th birthday, America.
U.S. Automotive.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Follow the dollars, the deals, and the drama. Contracts, TV money, NIL, and the business behind the games we love. This is Show Me the Money.
Show me the money!
On the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, show me some money. All right, Tuesday edition of the Show Me the Money segment of our program, the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. I've got a couple things today. The first one is World Cup knockout round get-in prices, ticket prices, basically, get-in prices. So those have been kind of out there. Now, you notice the face value of the tickets for the group play range from 140 to 100 and, the cheap seats, 140 to 180 bucks a ticket, right?
Those are way up.
Up on the top of the stadium, right? And you'll get down lower as 500 to 1,000, depending on where you're sitting, right? These are the get-in prices. These are ticket prices for the knockout round. So we've already had a couple of these games happen, right? Let's go over the ones that have happened already. Brazil and Japan cost you $1,000 just to get in the building. $1,000 minimum, sitting in the top. Okay. Another one, South Africa and Canada. That was the cheapest one at $467. Okay. So Brazil and Japan, $1,000. That was mid-level. Okay, just to give you an idea, mid. If you go up here, Germany and Paraguay, you got a powerhouse in Germany taking on Paraguay, a South American country. $688. Not bad. I mean, I say not bad. I mean, it's not cheap, but not too expensive. The other one, Netherlands and Morocco yesterday. That was $795. Now we're kind of $800 or so. England and Congo. How in the world is Congo in the knockout round? First and foremost, let's get that established. I didn't even realize that. Wow. That's $858. Okay. So the cheapest is South Africa and Canada at $467. The most expensive is Mexico and Ecuador, which is tonight.
Wow.
$2,777 to get in the house. Almost $3,000 to get you in that stadium in the big stadium in Mexico City tonight. $3,000. Woo!
So does it matter how big the stadiums are? I mean, if it's a smaller stadium, it costs more?
I don't think
possibly.
So. Well, yeah, maybe based on supply and demand.
Yeah.
But Aztec Stadium in Mexico City, that's a massive stadium.
How big is it?
Oh, I think it's at least 100.
Oh, wow.
I think
and they're $2,000?
$3,000 to get in. $2,777. Wow. Argentina and Cape Verde, $2,721. So it's right there behind them. Portugal and Croatia, $2,222. The U.S. and Bosnia, that game is in San Francisco, Santa Clara. To get in Santa Clara tomorrow night, $1,716. That's crazy numbers. Spain, Austria, $1,000. So about half of them are over $1,000 to get in to the knockout rounds, which means every round beyond this is going to be even more. They were talking that if Portugal and Argentina played in Kansas City, the most expensive, get this, the most expensive ticket price was, this is going to blow you away. The cheapest ticket, first of all, for Nosebleed at Arrowhead, many of you have been there, some of you have, $3,444. $3,000 for the cheapest seat. That's if Argentina played Portugal. That, of course, not happening because they're on opposite side of the bracket. But now, the most expensive ticket for that one was going to be $229,000
in a suite.
I don't know.
In the Taylor Swift seat.
Woo,
suite.
If that would have happened, but it's not going to happen now. That really stinks.
Wow.
They had an opportunity to have two of the greatest players ever to play on this planet play against each other, and Portugal goes out and screws it up by tying. Idiots. I blame it on Ronaldo. Okay, anyway, we got a caller on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, guys, it's Chef Tiny.
Hey, bud.
Hey, Rob, I meant to bring this up to you yesterday for Show Me the Money, and it just hit me. Guess how much in strawberries and cream, the famous Wimbledon dessert, guess how much sales they had in strawberries and cream last year? Now it's $2.85 pounds, which I think translates into like, what, $3.50, something like that.
That's cheap.
So how much in sales for the entire tournament of Wimbledon did they have in strawberries and cream? It was $490,000.
Wow.
In strawberries and cream sales, they went through 285,000 pounds of strawberries.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
What's wild is you said it's only $3 and something a serving. I mean,
so to put that into perspective, that's about a quarter of Retro's yearly sales.
Oh my gosh.
In strawberries and cream.
Serving strawberries and cream.
Wimbledon.
Hey, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
anyway, so that's my Show Me the Money.
There you go. Thanks, Jeff. But here, I'll throw this one out at you. You know what the FIFA is charging for a box of candy at a game. You know what they charge? $3.50 for a box of just candy, right? You get strawberries and cream for the same price at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
$3.50 for a box of candy.
And I think, what is it, still 75 cents for a pimento cheese sandwich at the Masters?
Yes.
Something like that.
Cheap. Cheap.
I know.
Don't put FIFA in charge of everything.
90,000. Man, I was I couldn't believe that. I was like, I'm just going to open up a strawberries and cream stand now.
Right.
You know?
That's eye-popping.
But let me throw this out. If Japan was playing, they would clean up the strawberry and cream containers after the game was over.
Yes.
That is very true.
Yeah, they probably would.
That's very
Why?
true.
I don't
save on cleaning.
Yeah. I guess
very very industrious culture.
Yes,
Japan,
they are. Yes,
they are. So yeah. Well, hey, thanks guys. Have a great show. It's great.
Hey,
so you guys are doing great today.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you filling in.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for not taking my job. He's gone.
There you go. Out. Yeah. So I heard in Kansas City talking about concessions in Kansas City at the Arrowhead for FIFA, they're charging $8 for a 20-ounce drink. Like a bottle of soda, whatever.
Yeah.
$8.
That's airport wages right there.
$24 for a Michelob Ultra. $24.
Wow.
That's crazy, man. That's not right. That's squeezing every living dollar you have.
That covers the cost of them taking the names off of all the stadiums.
Yeah, it probably does.
Bring the crane in, and then they got to put it back up.
Yeah, that's probably what that is. That's just to cover the cost of refurbishing the stadium after they took all the signage down.
Goodness gracious.
That's crazy. Oh, and one more thing. Oh, yeah, one.
Well, it's a small one, so
go ahead.
Well, no, go ahead. You've got one. I got some news.
I got NBA versus NFL rookie contract scales, because we had the NBA draft last week. So in comparison, what's an NBA player make compared to like an NFL rookie in their rookie contract? Well, AJ Abanza, he is getting $67 million on his rookie contract. Darren Peterson drafted second, getting 60. These are all slotted, by the way. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really, it's based on the collective bargaining.
They kind of knew going in what they were going to make.
Do you know your slot? Whatever you get drafted, that's your slot. And the NFL does much the same way.
Yeah.
Cameron Boozer getting $54 million, Caleb Wilson $49, and Keaton Wagler getting $44. Those are the top five. They all make over $40 million. In comparison, Fernando Mendoza, his slot was $57 million. That's $10 million cheaper than Abanza. Bailey gets $55. He's drafted second from the Jets. Jeremiah Love, the running back, gets $53 million. Carnell Tate, drafted fourth running back, gets $51 million. And Arvell Reese, the edge rusher, gets $48 million. So it's lower at the top, but very compact. Not a lot of difference. So between number two, being picked number 2 and number 1, it's only $2 million difference. I say only 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And between 3 and 1, it's only $4 million difference. It's every $2 million there. And then it goes to $3 million, and it gradually expands on the NFL side, where the slots are bigger on the NBA side. I mean, there's a lot more distance in between.
Isn't it crazy? Because the NBA will play as many games in 1 month as the football players will play the whole year.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
But
the physicality of it.
Yeah. The danger of playing football and the longevity of a football player.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I got another longevity post to talk here in a little bit. You got another one?
Well, speaking of that, Jacob Turner, I watched a podcast last night of him talking about, the percentages of making it to the show and not making it to the show. And there are two things that everybody that last 10 years have in Major League Baseball. It was a great podcast. He said what was the percentage? Like 90% of professional baseball players, something about playing one game in the big leagues. It was unbelievable percentage of the players that get one game in the big leagues. You talk about a cup of coffee.
Yep.
That's a sip of coffee. And then that's it. That's all they play. And it's a huge percentage of players that will play one game in Major League Baseball. I'm like, that's odd. That's weird.
That is weird. Well, they'll run them up for a quick call up, like a pitcher, for example. They need them on a Wednesday because they have an injury, IL thing, and then send them right back down after the game. That's crazy.
Yeah. And he was one of those guys, that was up and down his entire career. And he talked a lot about guys that, didn't have the talent, but just worked their butts off and, got a break and ended up being 10-year major league players. But he was just up and down and a high draft pick,
he was,
out of high school.
Yeah, that's interesting because, I know a lot of guys who made to AAA and never got to call up. I know several people that made AAA and didn't get to call up. And they were good professional baseball players, just didn't work, just didn't fit, there wasn't the right injury, there wasn't the right situation. You're just not going to bring him up. Kind of Baez right now, he will get up because of his offensive production, but there are these other guys just can't get there,
right?
Bummer for them. All right, hey, we're quickly through the first hour of the show. We got a great hour coming up next. Rob Raines and Gracelyn Bull coming up next hour on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Back in a moment.
This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on The Jock.
Happy Tuesday. Today's going to be a hot and sunny day once again in the Ozarks. 92 degrees today in Springfield. The heat index around 101. Sunny skies and a southerly breeze to get us through the afternoon. Low 70s and clear skies overnight tonight. Mild start to the day again Wednesday. Wednesday itself, another hot one. Low 90s and mostly sunny. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
This year, America celebrates 250 years of freedom. And this week, you can declare your independence from high prices during the Freedom 250 celebration sale at Play It Again Sports in Springfield, June 29th through July 5th. Save store-wide up to 50% off. Shop new and gently used golf clubs, baseball and softball gear, tennis and pickleball equipment, plus bats, balls, bags, shoes, catcher's gear, baseball pants, and more. They're even open July 4th from 9 to 5. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center in Springfield.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
At Fuse 32 Marketing, we believe in one thing. There's nothing we can't do. And we have an entire team of marketing all-stars who aren't afraid to shake up the industry. Now we're looking for ambitious salespeople to lead the charge. If you want to create custom advertising campaigns that will help businesses build bigger, better brands, there's a place for you at Fuse 32 Marketing. Apply at Fuse32.com. Fuse 32. There's nothing we can't do. Apply now at
The best Most State Bears coverage on KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield. Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
In for Don Luzader, I'm Joe Rios. Former Mizzou football coach Gary Pinkel has pleaded guilty to misdemeanor DWI in Camden County Circuit Court. Online court records show Pinkel must pay a $1,000 fine and court costs. Pinkel was arrested by the Missouri State Highway Patrol in Lake Ozark in July 2025. The Royals take on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays this evening with a 6:40 pitch. They'll be playing one of America League's top teams. The record at 35-50 in the matchup, while the Rays lead the L East with a 48-33 record. The series is tied at 2-2. The St. Louis Cardinals head to Atlanta with a 6:15 first pitch. I'm Joe Rios on The Jock.
The Sports Center update is brought to you by ABC Roofing. Keeping it simple, abcroofing.net. This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Tuesday. Today's going to be a hot and sunny day once again in the Ozarks. 92 degrees today in Springfield. The heat index around 101. Sunny skies and a southerly breeze to get us through the afternoon. Low 70s and clear skies overnight tonight. A mild start to the day again Wednesday. Wednesday itself, another hot one. Low 90s, mostly sunny. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN, The Jock.
The savings are exploding at Pinnaker Chevrolet Buick GMC. Choose a new 2026 Silverado Crew Cab with up to $10,500 off. Power, capability, technology, with savings that will light up your summer with up to $10,500 off. Or choose style, comfort, and confidence with a new 2026 Buick Envision with up to $8,000 off at Pinnaker Branson. These deals won't last, so hurry into Pinnaker Chevrolet Buick GMC. Shop online, PinnakerBranson.com.
Pinnaker every time. Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the opening drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening drive.
It's opening drive.
Opening drive.
It's the opening drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back second hour, the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Thanks for joining us on a Tuesday morning. Hope you're enjoying your drive in. Going to be a hot one the rest of the week as we enter America Freedom 250 this weekend. Really looking forward to the 4th of July weekend. Many of you I know our Independence Day weekend have Thursday off, or Friday off, I should say, in honor of the 4th. So I hope that you have a great, great week. Doesn't it just feel good? Doesn't it feel good just to build into this week? It's just kind of it just feels good.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
Man, just stoked.
Man, I mean, you travel across the country, you see all the flags and all the patriotism. It's amazing out there. People are doing it right.
Yes, they are. So Freedom 250 this Saturday. Enjoy it and just spend some time with your friends and your family.
We've got a good friend of the show on the line with us right now from the St. Louis area, author. He's also a reporter, does a great job covering the St. Louis Cardinals each and every year. Rob Raines joining us on the program. Talk a little Cardinal baseball and St. Louis sports. Rob, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. How are you? I'm great.
Good. We appreciate you joining us here today after a Cardinal off day that gets set to take on another team kind of floundering a little bit in the month of June, the Atlanta Braves. What do you make of the series coming up between these two teams?
Going to be an interesting challenge for the Cardinals, starting with tonight's game. You know, one of the guys that the Cardinals really need to pitch well has been scuffling. Matthew Liberatore gets to start tonight, so going to be curious to see how he matches up against that Atlanta lineup. And it's, they need to get him straightened out a little bit. I think they're happy with how Leahy has improved a little bit the last few starts and gotten a little deeper into ball games and kind of seems to be settling in a little bit. Palante's had a good year. We know other than that last hiccup start against Kansas City, Dustin May's pitched well. So it seems to me Liberatore is kind of the key guy in their rotation right now.
Seems like he gets through that first time through the lineup and then things really start to break down for him.
Yeah, he has that one big inning. Seems like that, not every start, but it seems like most times, a lot of the times when he starts, he's, has 3 or 4 innings with 1, 2, 3 innings, or just pitching around 1 hit or 1 walk or something. But then there'll be a blow up inning, and other guys will score 4, 5, 6 runs. So that's something that got to figure out what's wrong with that scenario there. So I still like him. I think he's got a lot of talent. I think he's going to be a very good starting pitcher in this league. But he's starting to kind of worry me a little bit that he has that problem.
Hey, Rob, what I'm seeing here from the Cardinals this year, definitely a surprise season from many of the prognosticators out there. What do you see as the difference in that projection of maybe not having a great year and now how they're just scrapping and clawing every single game?
I think everybody underestimated the talent. I think everybody underestimated the youth on the club. I think, everybody kind of thought J.J. Weatherholt, whoever been in Springfield knows well from his time there. I think, everybody kind of thought he'd be an okay player, but I don't think they kind of thought he'd be the catalyst that he's become. And I certainly don't think anybody saw, the season from Jordan Walker is coming, based on the last couple of years. So I know he's scuffling a little bit right now, at least from the power standpoint, but I think they're the 2 key guys that have kind of made this thing click and turned around. And I think the starting pitching has probably been better than people expected as well.
Well, that and just some other young guys, O'Brien out of the bullpen, and then you've got Nathan Church and now Blaze Jordan here of late. Some guys that have come up and really shown no cobwebs. I mean, these guys look like they're legitimate big league players.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of reasons for that. I think number one, the other youth on the club, I think these guys fit in pretty well because they're all, a lot of them in the same, demographic, 23 to 28-year-old category, and they're friends and they get along, and they know there's no real expectations for this club, at least coming into the season. So I don't think they're having any pressure on them. They're just going out there and playing. And I also think they know that they have a window to play. I know they've taken a couple moves with like Gorman and Scott and sending them out, but by and large, they've let these guys just go out there and play, which is what they said they were going to do. It was going to be a season of development and emphasizing the long term over the short term. So I think all those are factors that they're just going out there, and kids going out there and playing and having fun.
What do you make of O'Brien? I don't know if anybody really projected him to be this type of pitcher out of the bullpen.
It's kind of been a story of 2 seasons, right? I mean, he started out great the first 6 weeks of the season, then had the month or so where he was really scuffling, and not at least the last couple of games he's been back to kind of pitching how he used to pitch. So, yeah, he's not a kid. He's 31 years old. I mean, he's been through the pipeline a little bit, and never really as a closer, but he throws, gets close to 100 on his velocity, and I think that he's got the confidence to do that job. And I think, yeah, he's kind of settled into that role a little bit, it seems like. So I think he's been a big plus as well. That I think they thought he probably had the chance to be the closer, but I don't know that necessarily thought it would be the one man, kind of primary closer. I think they might be a bit more of a committee, depending on matchups. You could have gotten Romero into that role. You could have gotten, after they signed Stanek, has a little more experience on the back end of the bullpen. So, I mean, I think Soriano's probably been almost a more pleasant surprise in that bullpen than O'Brien, because they didn't really know anything about him when they got him in that February trade with Washington. He's been a very, very nice addition out there.
Visiting with Rob Raines, former Kickapoo student, graduate, now runs sportspages.com out of the St. Louis area. And Rob, we look at Burleson and the numbers he's put up, 57 RBIs. We saw him really make some strides last year offensively, but oh my gosh, projecting now over 100 RBIs. Just a fantastic season out of Burley. What do you see from him?
Yeah, he's kind of been the right guy in the right spot, right? Because the way the Cardinals have played at this point in the season, they've had pretty much the same top 4 guys almost every game in terms of Weatherholt and Herrera and Burley and Walker. And he's just been the opportunity guy that has come up with guys on base, because those guys have gotten hits and are on pretty good on base percentage in Herrera's case, and he's driven them in. So, he's always, I think in the last couple of years, been a pretty good offensive player. And I think he settled in at first now. He knows he's going to be in the lineup every day, and he's been doing a nice job. And he and Walker right there at the top of the NL RBI leader list, which probably nobody would have predicted before this season began.
So my partner here, Rob Rodgers, a big Kansas City Royals fan, and in Kansas City, they're calling for their manager to get the boot. We remember that from last year with St. Louis and Ollie. What a job he's done this year, turnaround, and obviously, a lot of has been done on the field. But talk a little bit about Ali Marmal.
Yeah, he's done a good job. I think he and Time seem to be working well together. They seem to have a good relationship, and kind of are both in here for the long haul a little bit. It seems like, as far as the goals of the club. I think he's embraced the young players. They seem to play well for him, and he still does a few things which drive me nuts. I'm not a fan of playing the infield in the first inning with the no score of a game or a one-run game, and I think the bullpen management sometimes is a little shaky. I question it sometimes when you have a game where you have none of your top four relievers are available. Somehow that doesn't hit me well as far as the managerial strategy is concerned about being able to rest guys on different days, so that doesn't happen. So like every other manager, it's kind of you nitpick, and I have always had the opinion, even going back 40 years, that the manager gets too much credit when the team wins and too much blame when the team loses. So I don't think there's any question that he's getting some credit now because the team's playing well, but I don't know that he's a whole lot different as a manager than he was a year ago.
So, Rob, I know you were in Springfield a couple weeks ago watching the Springfield Cardinals play. A lot of great talent in the minor leagues for St. Louis. What were your thoughts on the Springbirds?
Yeah, I was down there doing a story on this time on Sinjay, the switch pitcher, and posted on the STL Sports page here a couple of weeks ago. It's still available there. People didn't get a chance to read it, but I think they've got a lot of talent. Between him and Rodriguez and Doyle, you probably got three of the top four prospects in the organization right now at Springfield. The only one that I would say is probably not in Springfield is Baez. Joshua Baez, playing at Memphis now after coming through Springfield last year. So yeah, they're in the organization's in a great spot as far as talent level is concerned. You're going to get a kid named Tanner Franklin moving up from Peoria here pretty soon too, I think, and he's in that top 5 category. And then of course you got the draft coming up here in a couple of weeks, and the Cardinals have 6 of the top 86 picks in the draft, including 2 of the top 32, 13, and 32 are their top 2 picks. So they're going to get another couple of guys, pretty good players, and especially if they draft a college guy, then I think you're going to probably get one of them, coming up to Springfield. Maybe not the end of this season, but certainly next year. So. They're building in the right direction. I mean, you look at the top 20 or 30 prospects in the organization now. There's probably at least, I'm saying it off the top of my head without adding the numbers up, but I bet you there's at least 25% of them or 30% of them that weren't in the organization this time last year because of the trades that they made last year at the trade deadline, and then the acquisitions over the winter, and then the guys they picked up in the draft. So they're definitely building a lot more talent base in the organization than they had the last couple of years.
So Baez, interesting. You mentioned him. A lot of people have been talking about when and why he's not been up yet with St. Louis. Is it a contract deal? Or are they waiting for a trade, or is it the swing and miss issue?
I think it's real simple. I think it's a spot where where's he going to play? I mean, I think he's not going to come up until there's a chance to play him on a almost daily basis. And right now you're pretty much settled into a Newbart, Church, and Walker rotation in the outfield, and with Herrera DHing when he's not catching. So there's really not an opportunity for him to be in the lineup on a regular basis unless somebody does get traded. The deadline's here in a month or so, or you got somebody goes down and gets hurt. Brian Torres is as good as he's played, can't even really get in the lineup on a regular basis. So, and Vermeer can play the outfield. So there's depth there, but it's hurting Baez in terms of playing time if he were to get to the big leagues. You're not 28, I mean, he's 23. So if he comes up, they want him to play. My guess is at some point you'll see him early August after the trade deadline settles and whatever happens at that point. And they'll give him 6 to 7 weeks at the end of the season to kind of get his feet wet a little bit in the big leagues, kind of like they did a couple years ago with Mason Wynn, like they've done with some of the other young players. That way they have kind of an idea of what to expect going forward, into next year. Hopefully, there is a next year based on the labor front. So, I don't think he's doing anything wrong. I don't think he really needs to do anything other than to just play. And right now, the best spot for him to play on a daily basis is in AAA.
Do you think there's going to be a trade there? Do you think they make a trade to make room for him to come up, or do you think they're just going to be patient with it?
I think they'll be patient. I mean, I think they would. I think all their trades are going to be interesting because they've got some guys that they could move, but I don't think they feel like they have anybody they have to move.
Yeah.
And they certainly also have the options of moving some of those guys over the winter or, before next season begins, whenever that is. There's really no financial reasons why they need to trade anybody. The guy that probably makes the most sense to trade at the deadline is Romero, because of the fact he's a free agent at the end of the year, is going to make more money, probably doesn't fit into their long-term future. So if I was going to pick out one guy individually that I think will probably move at the deadline, it would be him. There could be more. They'll listen on May, they'll listen on, Newbart, but, it all depends on what they offer that they get, because they're not in a position where they have to make a trade.
Yes.
I don't think they'll trade somebody just to trade him. I think it would have to be a move that they could bring back, again, more talent, depth, and prospects, and probably even bring back prospects that don't have to be protected on the 40-man roster, because then they're not affected by the CBA negotiations, and they'll be able to go out and play, somewhere in the minors next year.
So I keep an eye on Memphis and their pitching numbers, and any pitchers there that we haven't seen yet in St. Louis that you see coming up, making their debuts in St. Louis.
The two I would say right now, this from a starting standpoint, will be Quinn Matthews. He's pitching better. He's still walking a few too many guys, but as the strikeout totals are going back up a little bit, and he's getting a little bit deeper into ball games. So I would think he's kind of in that same category as Baez in terms of what happens with the pitching staff at that trade deadline. I think you probably see him and Mott, who's been up a couple times, and Hunter Dobbins, who's been up a couple times. I would think you'll probably see most of those guys up here toward the end of the season. And then I think the relief pitcher is going to get a chance here at some point is Gastelum. His numbers are pretty good in Memphis. He's not on the 40-man, which is a problem. He's got to get him on the 40-man at some point here. But, especially I think there could be a couple moves made at the deadline involving, relief pitchers. So I think you'll see him here sooner rather than later, too.
Got to ask you about Chaim Bloom and the guy he replaced, John Mozeliak. Mozeliak in the news this week, obviously taking over with the Angels. But what about Bloom? What has he done, do you think, that has kind of strike this turnaround for St. Louis this year?
Yeah, first I didn't see the Mo move coming. That was shocked me, caught me off guard. Chaim's done a great job just being a new voice. Just being a new face, a fresh voice. He is very articulate, well-spoken, and talking about what he wants to do with the club. His organization skills are tremendous. He's brought in a lot of really good people under him as far as running now the minor league system and the organization. So I think he's just been a change. When the change was needed, a new voice was needed, and I think he's not unrealistic about where the team is in the standings or what their goals are for this season, but I think he's a good talent evaluator, and I think he's made some moves that are really going to benefit this organization going forward long term, I think.
I agree with you on that. I think he's very forward looking. I think he's built this team not just for the future, but he also has a CBA in front of him as well that's not been negotiated yet, so there's a lot of unknowns. So I think you put the club itself in position to really protect itself as it moves forward as well, just in case there's an opportunity. He might have a lot of, I call it dry gunpowder left when this is all said and done. He can go out and get some players.
Yeah, because look at what they've done with the payroll. Especially if they move May, they got nobody else that's making, more than $6 million a year this season, and Newbar's like 5 point something. So so they've got some maneuverability there, and I think the fans are starting to respond a little bit too. It's a fun team to watch. You compare this team to how they played this year, based on what we've went through here the last couple of years. It's a much more entertaining product on the field. You had 37,000 at the ballpark on Sunday. I know part of that was because it was a soccer jersey giveaway, but still they came into the ballpark and saw the Cardinals win a ball game. So on a day that was 95 plus degrees outside. So, so I think that's an encouraging sign. I think, we'll see what the attendance figures look like in July and August, but I think they're definitely building some from fan enthusiasm and starting to get the fans back with how they played. And I think Chaim's will be part of that and people kind of responding to his leadership.
So we've got the Carey family broadcasting St. Louis Cardinals. We have the Raines family doing podcasts about the Cardinals. How is it working with Mike? How's that going?
It's been great. Yeah, we have a good time. That it's kind of crazy because that all started with the fact that we just always talk every day about, especially during the game, about what's going on and stuff, or sitting at dinner or whatever, and we just said, hey, you know what, we'll just carry on these conversations over into doing a podcast. So it's something that happened on the game, and if we're not watching it together, as soon as something happens in the game, I predict that 10 seconds later my phone's going to ring, and why are they doing that? What's going on? It's just a little internal conversation that we decided to take public.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, Rob, thanks for joining us as always. Great to get to meet you here on the radio, and I look forward to meeting you in person down the road.
Okay, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks. Rob Raines out of St. Louis, talking some Cardinals baseball today. Of course, a Kickapoo graduate and Cards reporter. We're going to take a break. We've got another special guest coming up next. Gracelyn Bull coming on next. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Again Sports.
Not your average sports show. Louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Summer road trip season is here. Before you hit the highway, visit CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any shocks and struts replacement. New shocks and struts can help improve ride quality and handling for all those summer miles ahead. And don't forget the heat. Save 25% on a complete AC system check and service during CNC Automotive's Summer Special. That's a free oil change with shocks and struts replacement, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
250 years ago, a nation was born, and ever since, brave men and women have given everything to protect it. This summer, Highland Dairy is celebrating America's 250th with our new limited edition Red, White, and Boom ice cream and a $250,000 commitment to Folds of Honor. Nominate a hometown hero. Spin to win daily prizes. Visit highlanddairy.com/boom. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it, just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Camping World is now open in Springfield at 836 North Glenstone. Stop in and check out a huge selection of new and used RVs, plus RV parts, accessories, and all the gear you need for camping and outdoor living. Need service or repairs? Their expert technicians will keep you ready for the road. And you can't miss it. They're home to the largest flag in Springfield, flying on a 130-foot flagpole. The brand new Camping World in Springfield. Get details and shop online at rv.campingworld.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Glad you're along to ride with us today. Enjoy this week, America 250, Freedom 250 week, as we are heading into the greatest party this country's ever seen here coming up this weekend. So enjoy that time with your friends and family. And we've got a special guest on the line. Oh, wow. Look, Gorilla Nation. Do you see that, Tom?
Oh, nice shirt.
Do you see that? Yeah. Go Gorillas, baby. That's my
Yes, go
daughter.
Gorillas.
Yeah, you should have just told me, Grace, you're going to be wearing that when you come on, Grace. And I would have said, hey, get her on right now.
The whole
Exactly. How you doing, Grace?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, I'm doing a lot better now. I see you wearing that shirt. That's awesome. I need to get me some gorilla gear. You
are a grad from Pitt State.
I'm a Pitt State grad.
That's awesome.
1993, man. I mean,
what if that was a different gorilla shirt? What if that was a different college?
Because there are no other gorillas. There are no other gorillas. We are the only gorillas in the country. That's what makes it special. When we say all these schools,
Bears,
whatever
Tigers.
nation, whatever. No, Gorilla Nation's a thing because we are the only gorillas out there. Now, I had Angie Wiley on yesterday, former gorilla basketball player. When I was there, she was there when I was there. I worked in the sports information department over there. So wow, you made me happy, Gracelyn. I'm glad. But hey, you had a really good year this year. I guess
I did.
A couple of medals, huh?
Yeah, a couple.
Couple. Tell us about your track season, how that went for you.
Track season, it was a bit of a rocky road. Obviously it ended really, really well, but throughout the season, I was kind of like hitting a decline. I was like really kind of moving this way. And then towards the end, we were just like, we kind of just got to go. So things started climbing back up. It was a pretty rough year, but it ended super awesome.
You were the Springfield Daily Citizen female athlete of the year, right?
Yep.
Is that what was? Yeah. Congratulations on that. Was it because of senioritis? Is that really why it was? Is it because of that maybe?
I mean, it could have been, but I don't know. This year it was something different. I think there was just a lot of pressure and trying to deal with that and self expectations. But we figured out how to cope with that and just move on.
I want to hear the story about the state track meet. Number one, you had to deal with the weather, but number two, there was a few. I guess you lost a few throws from. Talk a little bit about how it all came about that you won both the shot and discus, but you didn't get to throw that much on either one.
Yeah. So the first day of the state track meet, I was supposed to throw shot put. I was supposed to throw at 2:00. By the time like 1:30 rolled around, the meet was canceled. So I was a little stressed. I was like, "You're kidding me. We're gonna do this all in one day." Historically, I don't throw both super well in one day. So I was like, "You're kidding me. Like, this is it." But we got home to the hotel. We regrouped. Day 2 came about. It was much nicer day for a while. And then shot put was first. I threw shot put at 9 a.m., I think. Since it was all squeezed into one day, there was no prelims, so we only got 4 throws. My very first throw, I PR'd. I threw a 13.59. And then everyone else besides me and this other girl from Kirksville, I think, threw their second throws, but it started raining, so they sent us out. So we didn't get to throw our second throws until like an hour and a half later, which is really unfortunate because I was kind of on a roll there. But then we came back out. I scratched my next 3 throws and I won with my very first one. So that was pretty rough. They were really good throws. I just kept hitting the top of the toe board. But and discus, much of the same. There was a lot of scratching involved. I got to throw. I was second up, so I got to throw all 4 of mine. But yeah, my first one was a scratch. My second one was a scratch. My third one was the one I won with. It was a 42 something. And then my fourth one was like a 38. It wouldn't have done anything. So
well, that's the thing about track. And I did it as well. You can have a day where you pop off a PR like you did, and you're like going, well, I'm feeling pretty good today. Then you scratch the next 6 times or whatever.
Yeah.
I know how it goes. I'm like,
yeah,
I was jumping, I was breaking records, but those don't count because I'm over the board.
Yeah.
And that can happen. And so you just got to kind of hope. And then maybe sometimes you win with a jump or a throw that day. You're like, it wasn't my best, but they held up and won.
You won. So yeah, it was definitely one of those days. You just kind of had to roll with the punches, had to keep a positive attitude because other girls were getting thrown off or, rain made the ring a little slicker. So you just have to roll with the punches and stay positive is what I found out.
Did you participate in any other events during the season or the state meet?
No, not any real events. We did a throwers relay one time, but I only did shot put and discus.
Okay.
When we get to
Throwers
college,
relay.
though,
Tell me the throwers relay. What's that? You guys, they made you run, what'd you do, a 4x1 or something?
4x1. Yeah, we got cooked. We got cooked. So you can only do so
throwers
much.
relay. I've heard those before. Those are fun to watch, actually.
Oh
When
my
you
gosh,
know
yeah.
it's coming, it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
So
it
you
is.
also wrestled and played volleyball. So tell us
Yeah, I did.
how those seasons went.
Volleyball might have been by far my favorite season this year, just because we had 6 seniors and we all played 6 rotations, so we never left the court.
Wow.
Which was, I mean, it made for a long season, don't get me wrong, but and we were all it's a super tight knit group, so it was so much fun. And we played really, really well. We won our district, and then we lost to Webb City in the semifinals, or the quarterfinals, you could say, to go to state, which was a tough one, but it was a really good season. My mom's actually the volleyball coach, so we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and I miss it. I miss my friends. It was just, we were all around each other so much. It was so much fun. And then our chemistry on the court is just, it was crazy. It was crazy being put in that environment and how other teams reacted to our team because we were so on the same wavelength. So volleyball season was awesome, but wrestling season was good. It was, I put a goal for myself to make it back to the podium, and I did. So I'm pretty happy about that. Wrestling season's a long season. It is a long season, but I mean, the team is great. Coach Wright and Coach Holt are awesome. I actually ended up being wrestling partners with one of our coaches towards the end because my partner got hurt, but it was a really good season. We had tons of fun and a lot of wrestling.
So you're going to be a gorilla, right?
Yes.
You're going to throw over at Pitt State, right?
Yep. Yep.
One of the greatest track programs, Tom, in the country. Literally, Coach Jewett started over there back in the day. He was there for I don't know how many 30, 40 years. And we got is it Hightower? What's your current coach's name over there now? The new one,
Mantooth, and
Yep.
There's another one, but I can't remember his.
Yeah,
last
there's
name.
like 3. They run it. I'm telling you, they got an indoor facility like you cannot even imagine over at Pitt State. They host the national Division II indoor track and field championships most of the time. So I mean, it's legit. So you're going to a top-notch track program. What's your thoughts about going over to Pitt?
I'm so excited. I mean, during my recruiting process, the second Pitt reached back out, I was like, okay, like they're legit. I was like, maybe I'm okay, but track there is insane. I'm just excited to be a part of like a culture like they have, or in a history that they have, because I mean, they get after it, they work hard, and I'm super excited to just be a part of that and be surrounded by such great individuals.
I know with the men, they have a different size shot. I don't know about disc, but is that the same with the women too?
No, women's goes the same from high school to college, but our weight changes from junior high to high school, which is a pretty interesting change for us. It's pretty rough, but from high school to college, it doesn't change, but men's does.
So you'll have the same equipment, same gear, and you're ready to roll.
Yeah, we'll add in the hammer throw and the weight throw, and we'll see where that takes us.
That's right. They add the hammer throw. And another thing too, college, you obviously their weight program, their strength program over at Pitt is just top notch. I mean, you're gonna really benefit from that as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's what's put me over the top so far in my career, because I'm historically a smaller size thrower. I'm not super tall, but like being involved in strength training and stuff like that has been a big difference for me. And already from our summer workouts, I can feel a difference from what I've been doing. So yeah.
So parents, both coaches, how has that helped your athletic career?
I'm not allowed to skip anything, so it's I'm at everything. And they understand. They just pushed me really hard. Like they've pushed me really hard my whole life. And obviously, yeah, I have to go to everything. So I think because of them, I'm extremely hard worker. So they've like shifted me into this person who wants to be at everything and who wants to do their best and like wants to work their hardest to be the best. Because when you're surrounded by the best, you want to be the best. So yeah.
So does that mean in college, since they won't be around to monitor your every day, maybe you'll skip something once in a while?
No, that probably won't happen. That probably won't happen. I talk to my mom every day. Even if I'm like 30 minutes away, I'll call her while I'm driving home. So she'll be like, did you go to work today? Did you go lift today? There's not. I probably won't skip, especially if I want to do anything super cool. I won't be skipping anything.
And so you're heading over to Pitt. What do you know what you want to be, what you want to major in? Do you have any ideas about that?
I'm majoring in biology with an emphasis on pre-optometry. Sorry, there's a fly. And I eventually, after I graduate, I'd like to go to optometry school, which is like a 4-year program. So I'm looking into that right now. It's looking a little tough, but I think I can do it. So
yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Well, I mean, coach's kid, elite athlete, those make that's a challenge. That's not even anything. It's just a bump in the road for where you want to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, what I hear you say is 8 more years of school.
Yeah.
That's what
that is what you're hearing me say. That is what you're hearing. It's going to be a rough 8 years, but I mean, I think it'll be worth it. I'm really excited about it. And half of that time I'm going to be doing track. So it's not even going to be like, it's not going to be like anything crazy. I hope.
I mean, just throwing things all over the place. That's kind of
really
what throwers do. Throwers are a different mentality, by the way. They're in a totally another world as far as, when I was part of these track programs, I'm telling you, man, these throwers, you just leave them alone.
It's like kickers in football, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except they're bigger and they're stronger and they'll throw you. So you just kind of do your thing, you just have fun.
Yeah, we're something else.
So have they talked to you about gaining weight or putting on muscle? I mean, what do they talk to you about as far as the weight program?
Not specifically, but when I went on my visit there, we knew that like muscle is going to have to be put on and I've been working on my protein and my workouts and stuff. We're on vacation right now, so it's a little bit tougher, but weight is going to have to be gained, hopefully in muscle, so I can stay pretty fast. That's one of my biggest things is I'm pretty fast. So moving through the ring, I've got to be able to still be like agile and stuff. So I'm hoping to put on anywhere from like 5 to 10 pounds of muscle would be awesome in the next year. So, yeah.
Well, Gracelyn, congratulations on that great award. Congratulations on a great high school career. And congratulations on picking the best track program in the Midwest, the Pitt State Gorillas.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
I thought you were going to say the best school in the world.
It is. Well,
they have pretty good placement in optometry school. So
there we go.
See, you did your homework.
Yeah.
It's not just track and field. They're going to get you where you want to go. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you enjoy the rest of your vacation, and congratulations and good luck being a gorilla.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
You bet. Thank you. Appreciate your time. Gracelyn Bull.
Man, oh man,
on vacation. One of the gorillas. And I'm telling you, when I say these throwers are different, they are different. And but it's so hard to do. The shot put and the discus with the footwork is so hard to do. I admire her for what she's done and got her gold medals, and now she's going to go to a great track program. So
that's
great.
Fantastic. Great interview. Enjoyed that. Wish her the best. At your alma mater.
You bet. Good program. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we've got more to talk about. We always do our final segment of the show. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Plumbers, today will be a good day. You will be profitable. Your clients will be nice. No one will stand over you and tell you how to fix the thing they actually hired you to fix. You will also feel at peace after switching to Progressive, America's #1 commercial auto insurer. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, #1 commercial auto insurer from the NAIC's 2024 National Premium Data.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Life's stressful enough, so when something unexpected happens, it's that much worse. That's why it's important that you're covered by Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent David Kinsman. He's not your typical insurance agent. He will fight for you. He's also a local and understands his community. Whether it's home and auto insurance to life and business, he has you covered on all fronts. So when something happens, don't sweat, because David Kinsman has your back. Google David Kinsman, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance today.
Summer savings going on now at Pinnaker Chevrolet Buick GMC in Branson. Drive home in a 2026 GMC Sierra Crew SLT with up to $13,250 off MSRP and ask about 0% financing for 60 months. Get into a 2026 Buick Envision with up to $7,000 off MSRP. Need serious capability? The 2026 Chevy Silverado 2500 Custom Diesel delivers power and performance with $8,000 in total savings. Shop online, PinnakerBranson.com.
Pinnaker every time.
This is Rob Rodgers, the co-host of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Can you smell it now? The hot dogs, the green grass on the field. It must be baseball season. And where can you find the best baseball coverage in the Ozarks? Right here on ESPN The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
It's like YouTube approved music right there.
It is indeed.
Well, we have to find some good YouTube approved music as we go forward because we want to be on YouTube. We want you guys to follow us on YouTube. I know some of you out there are doing that.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. As always, you can catch us on all the streaming and go back and listen to the podcasts and, of course, over the terrestrial radio.
Yeah, I was using my phone, the app on here, playing some podcasts.
Yeah.
I took a little guff, I guess, for my mattress job that I was talking about last week. Laughter, they were kind of looking at me like, that's a little weird, Tom.
Yeah, it's a little weird, Tom. Well, we got a lot more weird coming. So if you like weird, we can bring that to you as well. But hey, I tell you what, I just saw this. You posted up there. We've got a new lineup coming up on our station.
August 3rd, Rob.
Okay.
Man, I love this. So Unsportsman stays where they're at. They'll be on before us.
Yep.
Tom and Rob, although August 3rd, it may change to Rob and Tom.
Or it could be just two other rando names.
Yeah, it could be Chef Tiny and Cameron. I don't know. They've taken over here. And Callie. Callie could jump in.
Find ourselves doing overnights.
Listen to this. After us, then, the Golics.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mike and Mike Golick, not the Mike and Mike before.
Yeah.
This is the Golics. They had to rename it because
of course.
they're both named Mike. So that'll be on at 9:00. I mean, how great is that?
That's great because they were looking for a show right after us, and that other guy's gone, which is good. And this is the Golick. That's gonna be great.
That'd be great.
Mike and Mike Jr. That's gonna be great.
Yes. Yep. Then it'll be Rich Eisen, Love Rich Eisen starting at 11 o'clock to 2. Matt and Myron will be on from 2 to 4.
Okay.
And then Freddie and Harry from 4 to 7.
There you go.
That's a solid lineup.
That is a solid lineup. And Freddie and Harry's great. I love listening
Oh,
to those
I do
guys
too.
in the afternoon.
Yep.
But that's a great lineup. The Golick's coming on after us, starting on June 3rd at 9.
No, August.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
August 3rd. Sorry, happened. June 3rd already happened. August 3rd. So a month from now, the Golicks will be on after us. That's going to be fantastic. Those guys are great. Mike Golick, Sr., amazing. I love listening to Mike and Mike in the morning back in the day, right?
Awesome.
That was pretty cool. Now we have Mike and Mike Jr. going to be on. So, yeah, that's going to be a fun lineup.
Really is. Looking forward to that. We'll tell you more about that as we go along. Couple little notes here. The Mets looking for a new manager.
Hey, I got one for him. Matt Quatrero. There's one for you.
He's not listed among the 6 that were named. Let me tell you who was named here.
All right.
You'll know a couple. How about Carlos Beltran?
I'll take him too. Royals take him.
Albert Pujols.
I'll take him.
Rocco Baldelli.
I'll take him.
Alex Cora.
I'll take him.
Omar Lopez.
I don't know about him.
David Ross.
I'll take him.
Those are the 6 people that have been named to jump into the New York Mets managerial position. Who do you think? Pujols, no experience.
I don't think it'll be Pujols. I just don't think he has no connection to New York. I don't think it'll be him. Beltran, maybe.
Beltran, he was there.
Yep.
Is that the hat that he would have chosen?
Yeah, he chose the Mets hat to wear into the Hall of Fame.
And then the others have experience.
David Ross is managing experience with the Cubs. I look at that list and I say 5 of those 6, and Lopez is probably pretty good too. I would take all 6 of those as the Royals manager right now, today. All 6. Either one of them. Any of them. I mean, they have a list of 6. Where's our list? Where's our list for the Kansas City Royals? You're telling me everybody keeps saying now, okay, first of all, it's like they say, oh, it's not Quatrero, it's the players. They got to get going. Now, as all of a sudden, well, it's not Quatrero. He can't do anything about it. We might as well just stick through it or whatever. Then layers can be, all the injuries and everything. No, that's incorrect. For the first 6 weeks of the season, we're fully healthy pitching staff. Yeah, our bullpen sucked, but fully healthy pitching staff, fully healthy lineup. We didn't do anything with that. Remember, that's only April. People kept telling me it's only April. Guess what? It's only now July tomorrow, and we still suck.
Well, listen to this. This comparison, I think, fits. Last year, everybody in St. Louis calling for the head of Ollie.
Yeah.
He had all these, veterans on the squad, Sonny Gray and Contreras and
Arenado.
Goldschmidt wasn't there last year, but Arenado, and they were calling for his head. It's like, this guy can't manage, All of a sudden, they get rid of some of those guys. Now they got this young team, and he's a different guy. Is he really a different guy? You heard Rob Range talk about, the infield being in the first inning. I don't really like this. He still does some things that make you scratch your head.
Little curious things.
Yes.
Well,
they're winning. They've got the same record they had last year with all the veterans. So, they love him now in St. Louis. That could happen in Kansas City. The comparison is everybody wanted Ollie gone in St. Louis last year with all the veterans. Maybe there's a few guys that Kansas City could get rid of during the offseason, bring up. Do they have some youngsters that could fill holes next year and do a similar type rebuild?
I've never been I look at Quatrero like this. Some of the mistakes he makes in games, I'm just like going, what are you thinking? I mean, like not letting a guy go a little bit longer, like Waka the other day, not letting him go just a little bit longer. One more inning is all we need out of Waka, and we probably win that game on Saturday, a 2-1 game. But we don't. We switch it up, and then the wheels fall off. Just other things. The rando lineups, well, not random actually. They're actually very thoughtfully thought out, I guess, by Quatrero. If we face a left-hander versus a right-hander, the lineup completely changes. And the thing is, it doesn't work. I'm just saying it doesn't work. I don't care what your splits are, your reverse splits, your half splits, if you do the splits, I don't care what it is. It doesn't work. It's never worked all year. And all of a sudden we find out that, oh, Carter and Kaggs can actually hit left-handed pitching. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. They can actually hit left-handed pitching. So I just think doing just the random things he does and the people he puts in the lineup it's just weird. I don't know. We got a caller online. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Rob, you're forgetting one that's very important to me, and that's you're exactly right about Quatrero's decisions. The other day when we were with the 1-1 with the White Sox, bottom of the ninth, they loaded the bases. He brings Schreiber in, which was a good move. He's a strikeout pitcher, and he strikes out the first batter. And he keeps the infield in instead of playing at double play depth. And then what happens? The next hitter hits a ground ball that Witt would have gobbled up and may have got a double play to get out of that inning. Instead, it goes through for a base hit.
Yep.
Why would you not have your infield at double play depth?
Yes.
Bases loaded, one out.
Yes.
You go to double play depth, don't you?
Yes. You go to double play depth all the time with bases loaded, one out. That's what I'm saying. These are things that when I coach a 15U team, that's what we do. A 15U team. I mean, this is not rocket science. You go for the double play. That's what you have to do. I mean, I don't understand. I just don't, unless he didn't have any confidence, but we're going to turn two there if they get an easy ground ball.
Billy, do you think Q needs to go?
Yeah, I always back the managers. I always have, but I can't back this guy anymore. I know we have a lot of injuries, and the bullpen is horrid.
Oh, yeah.
The bullpen is just horrid. And you got Lang as your closer, and you have a heart attack every time he comes in. But Urseg seems to be pitching a little bit better.
Yes.
Lynch has been good most of the season, but that bullpen is just weak. The problem is they don't have anything in the farm system right now, really, to call up. They don't have anything. They bring up that Spence kid twice with the injuries, and he gets bombed both times. There's nobody in Omaha. The guys that were in Omaha that are decent are already up.
Yep.
So what they have to do is they got to look at the future. You're going to have to trade a Waka or a Lugo and get some prospects.
Yeah.
That's what they got to do. They got to get some prospects. So you're going to have to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
So you just need to build for the future at this point. You have no choice. Some of those older guys have got to go and just try to get some younger players somewhere else.
Got to get something, because right now you look at the Cardinals, there's a logjam of talent. You look at us, there's nobody. I mean, you're looking all the way down to single A. I mean, it's like a tunnel. Oh, there's single A. That's our next wave of players. And I don't know how we've hollowed out our farm system. We haven't even traded or done anything. It just shows poor drafting as far as I'm concerned. They got lucky with Bobby Witt Jr., and that's from there on. That's it. The
crazy thing is probably the best prospect they got at Omaha right now is Tresh, and he's a catcher. Well, we don't need a catcher.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're set at catcher. So trade him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to trade Jensen.
No.
Trade Tresh. Try to get something for him.
Yeah. That's where we are right now. I look at people we can trade. I don't even know who we can trade. I don't know who'd want our players. That's another thing. We're not getting anything for Lane Thomas. That's for darn sure. We get a bag of baseballs for that guy. Oh my gosh,
Billy,
he's another Mark Canna.
Yeah,
Billy, I've got a question for you. Last week I announced my my new profession after radio here, mattress tester. And you can attest that I'm pretty good at this job. At the mattress testing job, I could do this for some older people. They could hire me, go test mattresses. Billy was there. Billy saw it. He witnessed this mattress testing job. There's nobody that can go on one side and then go over to the other side.
Guess what, Rob?
What?
I sell mattresses for a living, and he didn't ask for me. So there you go.
I did apologize about 100 times while I was in there, though.
I did see him in there, but I didn't get the commission. So
Oh, that stinks. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Billy, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you.
All right, man. No problem.
Take care.
I don't know.
Billy's
He didn't
right.
really comment on my job. I thought I did a
Yeah,
pretty good job, and
well,
apparently there was no comment.
Probably no future in that job. Probably that's why he's saying. But back to what Billy said, we're looking. Our best prospect is a AAA catcher. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it just shows there's a hole. Well, you saw it this week. Cardinals kind of drummed up on the Naturals down here at AA. There's nobody coming to the rescue. So they're going to have to trade, and they're going to have to trade pieces. And the problem is we don't have good trade pieces. That's what's scary about this. What's scary about this is I look down the future of who's coming through the pipe, and I don't see anyone. You got to hope that people want to play with Bobby Witt Jr. They want to come here as a free agent. That's your only hope to get this thing turned around. That's it. It's like, we have Bobby Witt Jr., America's shortstop. Would you like to play with him? Yes, I would, please. And we'll pay you X million. But the problem is we have an owner who that's not who he is.
How tough would it be? We've only got about a minute, but how tough would it be to take a page out of the Cardinals and start trading the Lane Thomas? Do you get prospects for Lane? Trading some of the pitching.
Vinny. We talked about
to
yesterday.
Get prospects.
We got to trade Vinny.
Well, that was apparently a rumor that he may be going, but he's got to get back.
Yeah, he's got to be healthy, but Vinny's going to be traded. I mean, we're at the point now, some of these lovable Royals.
Garcia.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
How old is he?
He's young still.
Well, there would be a guy maybe you want to keep.
Yeah, you got to get a ton for Garcia. He's a Gold Glover.
Yep.
Anyway, lots of things to talk about. Billy, thanks for calling. And hey, everybody, thanks for joining us on the show today.
Henri will be on tomorrow.
Henry's coming on, talk All England Club tomorrow, a Wimbledon update. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and also Full Throttle with Craig Stagner tomorrow. We'll want to see you on the radio tomorrow right here on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports. See you tomorrow.
This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.